speaking on the different conduct. Yes, Ms. Molulu is not standing down. My Lord, if I may call case number SS 095-2025, the State versus Tiffany Meek. Ms. Meek is in custody. Appearances are as before. Today is the 19th of August 2026, and the State is ready to proceed. The State is ready to call Ms. Retabile Maswangane. It is witness number 14 on the list of witnesses, my Lord, and the State's third witness. The witness indicated she is willing to testify in English, my Lord. Witness number 14.
What are your full names?
Only, my Lord, to confirm my appearance and further confirm that we are ready to proceed in this matter.
Thank you, Most Kindly. Good. This week you may take a seat. Ms. Maswangane, you're going to give your evidence in English? Will you be testifying in English? Excellent. Okay, good. I take it, is this your first time that you're giving evidence in a court of law?
First time.
Huh?
My first time.
First time?
Yes.
Nervous? Stressed? Little stressed?
Are you okay?
Good. The court's going to explain the procedure to you, okay? The first problem I have is that I'm unable to hear you at all. Are you able to hear the court? You want me to speak a bit loud as well?
A bit louder, please.
Okay. I'll speak in the tone of voice that you are speaking.
Apologies.
Right. Now, the first time when you come to give evidence in a court of law, any person that comes to give evidence in a court of law is required to take a prescribed oath to speak the truth. Would you have any objection to taking the prescribed oath?
No, sir.
If you take the prescribed oath, would you consider it to be binding on your conscience? Can you please raise your right hand and say the following? I swear
I swear
that the evidence that I shall give
that the evidence that I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Excellent. You can put your hands down. You see there's several microphones in front of you, but more particularly there's one little microphone with a red light on it. You see that?
Yes.
That microphone is connected to the recording equipment here, and it records your voice.
Okay.
So whatever you are going to be saying is recorded. Please, you must please do me a favor. You must verbalize each and every response of yours. If you shake or you nod your head, that equipment is not going to pick up. So you must verbalize the response. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Excellent. The next thing is Miss Brits is going to ask you some questions relating to this particular matter. You must listen carefully to her questions and answer them to the best of your ability. If there's anything at all that you do not understand in her questions to you, remember that you enjoy the right unto yourself to ask Ms. Brits to repeat the question in order that it becomes clearer to you so that you may react thereto properly. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Once she's finished with that process, counsel for the accused, Mr. Razak, is going to get an opportunity to ask you questions also relating to your evidence. Similarly, you must listen carefully to these questions, answer them to the best of your ability, and if there's anything at all that you do not understand, you can say to Mr. Razak, please repeat your question in order that it becomes clearer to you so that you may react thereto properly. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So that process will be completed there. It's called cross-examination. Then there may be areas and aspects of your evidence that may be unclear. Ms. Brits for the state will have a further opportunity to clarify those matters with you, which is called re-examination. Once that process is completed, there may still be areas and aspects of your evidence that may be unclear in the mind of the court, whereupon the court will ask you clarifying questions, and thereafter you will be finished with your evidence. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Comfortable so far?
Yes.
Right. Then the next thing the court wants to indicate to you is you must remember that the court, counsel, defense counsel, none of us were present with you, and none of us know what you are going to tell us. So you must please be kind enough to give your evidence in small sections so as to allow us the opportunity to write down what you are saying. Okay, you understand?
Yes.
The next thing the court wants to tell you is that at any time during the course of your evidence, if you so desire to stop for a few moments, whether you want to take a comfort break or you are tired, for whatever reason, please inform the court and the court will assist you accordingly. Understand?
Okay.
Lastly, the court wants to say to you that you are more than welcome to take a seat during the course of your evidence. Would you like to take a seat?
Yes, please.
More than welcome. Take a seat. Right. Are you comfortable?
Yes, I'm comfortable.
Feeling a bit better?
Yeah.
Do you have your permission to continue?
Yes, sir.
Now, I see someone at the back is raising their hand there, and they're saying they can't hear you. They've traveled all the way to come to court today, and they will hear what you are saying, but they can't hear you. So this court is having a challenge in hearing you at this distance. The accused and the rest of the people in court must hear you. So please, you can see the courtroom is rather large. So you've got to speak loudly, okay? Just try and raise your voice completely all the time. All right? Good. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Brits.
Thank you. Well, Ms. Mashungani, how old are you?
I am 21 years old.
What is your highest qualification?
I am currently studying in UNISA.
Study?
I am currently studying in UNISA for teaching.
For what?
Teacher.
Eh?
Teacher, man.
Teacher. Just give me 1 second. Okay, yes. Mr. Razak, just tell me if you can't hear, because I can't hear the witness.
My lord, I can't hear.
You also can't hear.
Yes. I have the benefit of the statement, so I can more or less put in the
Follow.
pieces of the part.
I can't hear the witness at all.
Ms. Masongane, use your teacher voice for when you have to get your point across.
Well, can I just ask you, if I may ask you, do you have any children?
Do I have a?
Do you have any children?
No.
Have siblings, younger children, younger sisters or brothers?
I do have a
You have.
brother and sister.
Have you had occasion ever to be in charge of them?
Yes.
Have they ever misbehaved?
Yes, a lot of times.
They've given you stress.
Yeah,
What type of voice do you use on them at that stage?
I'll use that voice.
That voice, that's the one I want to hear.
Okay.
Right. Not the Friday night date night voice.
It's just the nose.
It doesn't. Just speak up, right? Good, thank you so much.
Are you employed now?
Pardon?
Are you employed now?
Yes, when I'm employed.
Where are you employed?
I am currently employed at Royal College in Florida.
In what position are you?
I am a grade 6 class teacher and an Afrikaans educator.
When did you start your employment at Royal College?
I started working at Royal College in 2023. I started out first as an assistant teacher for the first year and a half. And as soon as my studies commenced, I then proceeded to be fully employed as an Afrikaans teacher and a grade 6 class teacher.
Mr. Razak, you'll have to conduct a cross-examination in Afrikaans.
Do you know or did you know the deceased in this matter, Jayden-Lee Meek?
Yes, I did know Jayden-Lee Meek.
Do you know when he started at Royal College?
Jayden came to our school sometime around March during the first week of exams.
In which year?
The first week of exams,
But which year?
2025.
Did you have any interaction with Jayden?
Pardon?
Did you have any interaction with Jayden?
Yes, I saw Jayden every day in the morning up until after school and during our Afrikaans lessons as well.
In what grade was Jayden?
Grade 6.
Were you also his classroom teacher?
Yes, I was his class teacher.
How many children were there in the classroom in 2025?
Last year I had 9 children in total in the grade 6 class.
9.
9, yes.
Was Jayden at school on the 13th of May 2025? It was a Tuesday.
Yes, he was present at school.
Can you remember what he was wearing on that particular day?
He was wearing a red tracksuit with blue and white stripes on it.
A what tracksuit?
Yes, a red tracksuit.
A red tracksuit
Yes.
with blue and white stripes.
Yes.
Is that the school uniform?
That's the school sports uniform. So the learners wear the tracksuits on Wednesdays and Fridays, and Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is full school uniform, whereas the boys wear the grey pants and the white shirts, and the girls wear their tunics.
I'm going to have to repeat some of that. You say that both the school sports,
Yes.
could they wear it at any time?
It's an option, but we advise them not to because it's only for sports.
Did Jayden participate in any extramural activities at school?
He used to play soccer.
At what time did you see Jayden on the 13th of May 2025 for the first time?
So around those times, I used to get to school around 7:30, 7:20. So when I got to school, he was already there at school.
Do you know whether or not he had his school backpack or suitcase with him?
Yes, he had his school bag with him, which was...
Sorry?
He had his school bag with him on the day.
Can you give us a description of his school bag?
It was a big school bag, which was black in color.
Thank you. Is there any other school uniform that the kids can wear other than the tracksuit and the formal wear?
No, it's only the formal grey school pants and shirt or the school tracksuits.
I know many schools have also an item that they call a dry mat. Does Royal College have something like that?
Yes, we do have a dry mat.
Is there a possibility that Jayden could have been wearing his dry mat that day?
No, I barely saw him wearing the dry mat, so I don't recall seeing him with the dry mat at school.
How can one differentiate between a tracksuit top and the dry mat?
The dry mat is also red in color, but it's a bit bigger, it's a bit more thicker than the school tracksuit. And the material outside is like a silk type of material, whereas the tracksuit is not a silk type of material. And inside it has a thicker, more base, which is white in color, and the base inside the tracksuit is a bit more thin.
Now, if I can show you pictures, would you be able to tell us which is which? Let me see. My lord, this is photos that forms part of Exhibit D before the court.
Exhibit?
D.
Yes, correct.
Photo 31.
Okay, see. Photo 31.
Yes, my lord.
Photo 31. Yes.
So, yes,
Now, can you see the photograph?
this is the school dry mat, and that is the school tracksuit.
Let's, the photograph 31 on the photograph album is different to this particular photograph.
I see, my lord. Yes, I see. I think that photograph is sort of, photograph 31.
So the photograph 31 that is on the outing shows only the cupboard open on the left-hand side with the perspective of the dry mat.
Yes,
Whereas this pictorial representation is showing the cupboard, the smaller cupboard on the right side, also open as well.
also open, my lord.
31 indicates the door is closed.
Photo number 33, my lord, is the closest, but I have disclosed all these photographs to the defense.
Okay. Mr. Razaksa, you have any objection to this photograph?
My lord, no objection. We do have the photo albums. It may not be in the same sequence, however, it depicts the same thing what my colleague is trying to allude to.
Okay. Good. Yes, thank you, Ms. Prince. You may then continue.
Thank you, my lord. So you say the item that's over the railing is the drum.
Yes, that's the dry mat.
And the item, where did you refer to as the tracksuit?
The one here,
If you just point to it, point to it directly.
White and the blue
You
stripe.
can step to it.
You can.
Step up to it. Ah, that one there. All right, so on the right hand side of the
That
cupboard,
looks to me like
on
the
shelf number 3 from the top, on the extreme right hand
pants.
side is the track pants, the track suit top.
The pants.
So I just want to understand it correctly. The item on the left hand side that's hanging on the rail, that's the dry mat you're talking about.
Over here, yes.
Yeah.
That's the drum.
That's the dry mat. And on the right side, the track pants.
Yes.
Okay.
On the top shelf, is it possible to see what is on the top shelf there, ma'am?
No, not really. I can't read it. I can't tell if that is the school track top or not.
Thank you. Other than seeing Jayden early in the morning,
So when you say top shelf, which one are you referring to?
The red one.
the middle one, ma'am.
You mean on the extreme right hand side,
That one.
the second shelf from the top?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where I would suppose there's some deodorant bottles in the front.
Yes.
Is that the one?
That's
Right. What did the witness say there?
She can't.
I can't tell if that's the school track top or not.
Can't tell. Thank you.
Ma'am, other than seeing Jayden early in the morning, did you also have him for homeroom that morning?
Yes, I did see him in the morning to take the register, and just before break we had the Afrikaans period with him.
Ms. Blitz, I don't know how to write the evidence of this witness or the judgment in this case here because I just simply can't hear the witness.
Sorry, ma'am. You will have to talk to us as if you're in class to a bunch of teenagers.
It's becoming
I would say-
quite a difficult process.
I was saying that in the morning I did see him in class for the register period where we usually take and sign the register, and also just before break I saw him and had him for the Afrikaans lesson.
Did he have his books with him when you had him for Afrikaans?
Yes, he had his Afrikaans book with him.
Did you see him at any time thereafter?
Pardon?
Did you see him after the Afrikaans class again?
Yes, I did see him.
Can you remember where you saw him?
In the class. So what we do at school, the children don't rotate, the teachers rotate. So whenever I have maybe another period, I have to go back to class and take whatever books I need for the following lesson. So I saw him during the day.
Just to go back a little bit, when you saw him in the morning at register class, and did he have his full tracksuit on?
Yes, he had his full tracksuit on, the track top and the track pants.
And when you saw him later in the day, did he still have the full tracksuit on?
During the day, yes, I did.
When was the last time that you saw Jayden on the 13th of May 2025?
I last saw him after school when I was on my way home. So I saw him outside the schoolyard where he was standing. I think he was waiting for his transport and his check top was off, and yeah, I just told him goodbye and left. Yes.
Can you remember what he was wearing when you saw him last?
What he said. Pardon?
What was he wearing when you saw him that last time?
He still had his track pants on, but his track top was not on. He just had it like here, hanging over his arm.
What was he wearing on top at the time?
It was a blue golf shirt, a school golf shirt.
Can you remember whether or not he had his backpack with him?
Yes, he had his backpack with him.
At any time after you left school on the 13th of May 2025, were you contacted by the accused, Miss Meek?
No, ma'am, I was not.
Did you notice anything the next morning on your phone on the 14th of May 2025?
So when I woke up to a missed call and a deleted message from Miss Tiffany, and I proceeded to then ask.
Sorry, one second. You woke up to a missed call. And what else?
A missed call and a deleted message.
And?
I think it was around
No.
past 12 a.m.
A missed call and what?
and a deleted message.
A deleted message.
Yes.
Missed call and a deleted. At what time was this?
It was in the AMs. The message was deleted probably around in the AMs.
What time did the missed call come through?
The time that I saw the message.
Yes.
It was 4 a.m.
Sorry?
4 a.m.
Could you see what time that call was made?
I don't think I can recall that time.
What time did the deleted message show on your phone?
I saw the deleted message when I woke up, but it was sent around past 12 a.m.
And you have had no communication with the accused other than this deleted message and the missed call?
Yes, on the previous day we never communicated or anything.
What did you do when you saw the missed call and the deleted message?
I then proceeded to send her a message to ask if maybe there is a certain problem, and Miss Tiffany responded around 6 a.m. to tell me that Jayden is missing.
What time did you send the message to the accused?
It was immediately after I saw that the message had been deleted, so around those times, 4 a.m. when I woke up. I immediately then texted her to ask if maybe there's an issue, because I was just surprised that I got a missed call and a deleted message at those times.
And she only responded around 6 a.m.
Yes, around 6 a.m.
When did you learn about Jayden's passing?
I was only told later on during the day, around 11, past 11, just after break. Yes.
Thank you, my lord. No further questions for this witness. Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Mr. Rizal. Cross-examination, sir.
May it please, my lord. Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
So, good evening.
Ma'am, I don't have very much questions for you. There may be one or two clarification questions that I need to ask you. The prosecutor had put to you or asked you whether or not there was two types of school uniforms, one being the pants with the shirt and one being the school tracksuit. Are those the two types of uniforms that were worn in your school?
Yes. So the school gray pants and shirts are worn with a tie and a blazer. That is the formal school attire for Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for primary. And we also have the school tracksuits, which they only wear on sports days, which is Wednesday and Friday. And then we also have dry mats, which are rarely worn, but are only worn on rainy days. Yes.
All right, so just to clarify, on Monday and Tuesday, you wear your gray pants,
Yes.
your white shirt,
Yes.
your tie, and your blazer.
And the
Is that
blazer.
correct?
Yes.
And you say that on Wednesdays, you wear your sports tracksuit because that's for sports day.
Yes.
All right. Do you confirm, or rather put it to you, because I know the answer, that on the 13th of May 2025, it was a Tuesday, the day preceding Jayden-Lee's demise. Is that correct? Is that
Yes,
correct?
he was wearing a tracksuit, sir.
No, don't preempt my question. I'm asking you, was it a Tuesday, the day preceding his death?
Pardon?
The day preceding his death, he passed away on a Wednesday.
Yes.
So the day before would
Tuesday.
be Tuesday. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you just told me that Mondays and Tuesdays were formal pants, white shirt, tie, and blazer day. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't sports day.
Yes. So with the kids, like I said to ma'am, it's an option for them to not wear the gray pants. So we advise them not to wear tracksuits on those Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. But some kids feel more rather comfortable in wearing the tracksuits.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
But here's where my point comes to you. The accused person says that she personally attended to his dressing on Tuesday, 13 May 2025, and she dressed him up with a gray pants, a white shirt, and black khakis. Reason being is Tuesdays are formal school uniform day. Does it make sense to you that a mother will dress the child with the school uniform being the formal school uniform on school uniform day?
I can't really answer on that, but to be honest, the only time I only saw Jayden wearing his formal school attire was the first week when he came to our school. Every other week when he was there, he used to wear his tracksuit every day.
All right. The accused will dispute that Jayden-Lee or the deceased wore a tracksuit on formal school day. Her view or her version is that he wore a grey pants, a white shirt, a tie, and black khakis on Tuesday being formal school day. Any comment?
No comment, sir.
My lord, nothing further to add.
So does that you put to the witness that the accused will say that on that day she dressed him in gray pants, white shirt. Did you include the blazer and what color shoe?
Black khakis.
And did you include the blazer as well?
My lord, may I just take a quick instruction?
Yes.
No blazer on the Tuesday. No.
Miss Brits, re-examination, ma'am.
Ma'am, you just said that the only time you saw Jayden in his formal wear was the first week when he attended.
Yes, the first week.
Was he ever in trouble for wearing his tracksuit on the formal days?
No. As I said, it is an option for them to wear their tracksuits because I felt they felt more comfortable wearing tracksuits every day. But we always force and advise them not to. Yeah, because they are kids and they just decide to do what they want to do. Yes. But he was never in trouble for that. Hence I'm saying the only time I saw him wearing grey pants was the first week of school.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. No further questions. Thank you.
Ms. Maswangani, thank you most kindly for your attendance at court. You are excused. Thank you so much. Good. You can step down.
Thank you, my lord. State can call its next witness, but I know the court promised a tea break, and I see it's just...
No, we don't ever take a tea break. We take a short adjournment.
True story.
We don't ever take a lunch break. We take a long adjournment. Yes.
Which is quite correct.
Yeah. Would this be an appropriate point for us to take the short adjournment?
Yes. Thank you.
There's another matter that I may want to assist. If you don't mind, we'll just take the short adjournment to this matter. But if Ms. Morula is here, I can just quickly assist her with her matter. Let me see where they are at. If she can.
I don't
Ms.
see her, my
Meek,
lord.
you may
I
rise.
think she might just be outside.
You may rise, ma'am. We're going to take the short adjournment at this stage. We'll return in a few moments. You may then stand now. Thank you so much. Ms. Prince, I think you wanted to have a meeting with the people that are surrounding you. Please do proceed to have a meeting with them. Ms. Constance, will you just make arrangements for the meeting to be convened? Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, ma'am. The state is ready to call its next witness, Mr. Ndunga Kumaru. He is witness number 13 on the list of witnesses, but the fourth witness for the state. And he also indicated, my lord, that he will be testifying in English.
Sir, what are your full names?
It's Buford Mzoke Ndonga Kuman.
Buford.
Yes.
The next name?
Mzoke.
Mzwake.
Yes.
Mzwake with the H-E. Or just K?
KH.
K-H, yeah?
Yes.
And Kumalo with K-H,
KU.
not K-H.
Yes.
So Kumalo, what language would you like to testify in?
English.
English. What is your highest standard of education?
Metric.
And you're comfortable to testify in English?
Yes.
Can I ask you, have you had occasion to give evidence in a court of law before today?
No, this is
The first time? Are you nervous?
a little bit. No, not in the end.
Never. The first time.
That's that.
Good. The court is then going to explain the procedure to you. So hopefully, by the time that the court finishes explaining the procedure to you, you should be feeling a little bit more comfortable and empowered. Okay? So what essentially happens is when a witness comes to court to come and give evidence, that witness is required to take the prescribed oath to speak the truth. Would you have any objection to taking this prescribed oath?
No, I don't have a protection.
And if you take this prescribed oath, will you consider it to be binding on your conscience? Can you please raise your right hand and say the following? I swear
I swear
that the evidence that I shall give
that the evidence that I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the
So
truth.
help me God.
So help me God.
Excellent. You can put your hand down. What's going to happen is the following. Firstly, you can see in front of you, besides all the other microphones, is a microphone there with a red light on it. That red light, that microphone with the red light is connected to the recording transcription equipment, which records your voice. So you must please make sure that you speak up loudly and clearly. You must speak in a loud tone of voice. You can see the courtroom is very, very large. Right. So you have to speak loudly, and people at the back of the court want to hear what you are going to tell us. So you must speak up loudly. The next thing you must remember is that although this equipment is very sophisticated, it doesn't have the ability to record your gestures. Look how if you are nodding or you are shaking your head, it can't record it. You must verbalize your responses, okay? So every answer you must verbalize, okay?
Okay.
Good. But you must speak in a loud tone of voice.
Okay.
Then Ms. Brits is going to lead your evidence relating to matters that you know in this case. You must listen carefully to her questions and answer them to the best of your ability. If there's anything at all that you do not understand in her questions, remember that you enjoy the right unto yourself to say to Ms. Brits to repeat the question in order that it becomes clearer to you so that you may react thereto properly. Understand?
Understood.
And just for your own information, that process is called examination in chief. Once that is completed, then counsel for the accused is going to also have an opportunity to ask you questions. That process is called cross-examination. Similarly, you must listen carefully to his questions and answer them to the best of your ability. If there's anything that you do not understand in his questions, do not be stressed, do not be afraid. Remember, you enjoy the right unto yourself to say to him, please repeat the question in order that it becomes clearer to you, that you can understand it, and you can react thereto properly. Okay? Once that process is finished, which is the cross-examination process, there may be areas and aspects of your evidence that may be unclear. Counsel for the state will have a further opportunity to clarify those matters with you. That is called re-examination. Once the state counsel is finished with that process, there may still be areas and aspects of your evidence that may be unclear to the court, whereupon the court thereafter may ask you clarifying questions, and thereafter you will be concluded with your evidence. You understand so far?
I understand.
Comfortable?
Yes.
Right. The next thing that I'd like to invite you is to please make sure that you give your evidence in small sections, to give the court as well as counsel the opportunity to write down exactly what you are saying. Right. Long after you're gone, the court will have to rely on its notes carefully in order to be able to summarize your evidence and to be able to prepare its judgment in this case. So just go at a gentle pace so that we can keep up with the evidence, okay?
Okay.
The next thing the court wants to say to you that any time during the course of your evidence, if you so desire to take a comfort break and you want us to stop, for whatever reason you so choose, please inform the court and the court will assist you accordingly.
Okay.
Understand so far?
Understand.
Good. The last thing the court wants to say to you is that you are more than welcome to take a seat during the course of your evidence. Would you like to take a seat?
Yes.
Good. Take a seat, sir. Thank you. Are you comfortable?
Yes, I am.
You feeling any better?
It's much better now.
Much better.
Yeah.
Because now you know what to expect.
Yes.
You know when the light is going to turn red and when it's going to turn green.
Oh, when it turns green.
No. From what I understand, you own the scholar transport.
Yes, I do.
So when you're navigating the open road, you know when to stop when the light
robots,
turns
yes.
red. You know when to turn right and to turn left.
Okay.
That's the point I'm making to you.
Okay.
Right. Are you comfortable now?
I am comfortable.
Do we have your permission to continue?
Yes.
Thank you, most kindly. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you. Ms. Ndongo, how old are you?
I'm 51.
And you indicated that your highest qualification is degree.
Yes.
Am I correct, sir, that you are self-employed?
Yes.
And you are the scholar transport for pupils that attend Inter Alia Royal College in Florida.
Yes.
How long have you been operating in this scholar transport?
6 years.
And do you know all the pupils that you transport on a daily basis?
Yes.
Do you operate this business on your own, or do you have other people that assist you?
It's me, my wife, my son, and one employee.
And do you always do the same route?
Yes.
How many vehicles do you have, sir?
4.
How did it come about, sir, that you transported Jayden-Lee Meek as one of your pupils to Royal College in Florida?
There is a woman called Tiffany Meek.
Yes, sir.
She was the regular transport driver for Jayden.
Continue, sir.
My wife, Lerato, was also transporting another child from Swazi Place.
Yes, sir.
So one day, Tiffany Meek's car broke down.
Can you remember when Tiffany Meek's motor vehicle broke down?
I think, if I'm clear, because I think it was end of June or the beginning of May, because we started with Jayden in the beginning of May.
You say beginning of May, do you refer to May 2025?
May 2025. Yes.
With whom did Tiffany Meek make this arrangement to transport Jayden?
She made it with Lerato.
Did you have any involvement in the arrangement?
I was not part of it.
So when you were asked to transport Jayden, did you obtain contact details for his mother?
Not at all. All three women spoke together. I was not part of changing details.
Sorry, what was the answer?
Come again?
What was your answer?
I said no, I didn't exchange any details. I was not part of the arrangement.
Now, how did it work that you collect Jayden in the mornings and take him to school and then collect him in the afternoons?
All right. In the afternoons,
How did Jayden know that he had to get into your transport?
yes. Usually, when we get new school kids, we introduce our car to the parents, all our cars to the parents, so that they can know these are the cars that we have.
Did you also do it with Jayden?
It was my wife and my son that went to introduce the cars to Miss Meek.
Did you transport Jayden to school on the 13th of May 2025? In other words, yourself as driver?
In the morning, my wife transports him to school. I transport him back in the afternoon.
And is it correct, sir, that you collected Jayden-Lee from school on the 13th of May 2025?
Yes.
Can you remember what time you collected him from school?
Between 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m.
How many kids did you collect that afternoon from Royal College?
Royal College, I collected 4 kids, and then Jayden was the 5th one.
So can you remember when you collected Jayden from school on the 13th of May 2025, what he was wearing that particular day?
He was wearing red tracksuits.
Can you give a description of the tracksuit?
There is the tracksuit that goes with the trouser. It is red. I think it's got another color. I don't remember the color, but it's this tracksuit that goes with the trouser. It matches the trouser. With the logo on. It's good.
Can you remember, sir, whether or not he had his tracksuit job on in the afternoon?
No, he was always carrying his tracksuit with his hand. The jacket.
Can you remember whether or not Jayden had his school bag with him when you collected him on the 13th of May?
School bag. Yes, he had his school bag.
Can you remember, or is it possible to tell us how the school bag looked like?
The one for school bag I didn't pay attention to, but I remember it was like a dark color, black or gray. Yeah, I don't remember the clear color.
And after you collected Jayden-Lee at school, where did you transport him to?
I transported him home at Flairhof, Swaziland.
When you dropped him off, did you notice whether or not he entered the premises of Swazi Place?
Yes, he entered the premises.
Can you explain to us the area of Swazi Place? Can anybody walk in and out, or can you just describe to us how it looks at Swazi Place?
So you want to talk about the access control.
Indeed,
Can you describe the access control?
There is always a security, and the gate uses remote control. So it is only a big gate. There is no pedestrian gate.
And when you dropped Jayden off on the 13th of May, 2025, was the premises, was the gate open for him?
Yes, the security was seated down outside the guardhouse.
Did you see Jayden enter the premises?
What happened is that that day the gate was not working electronically. He stood up to open the gate manually for Jayden,
Who opened the gate manually?
the security guard.
Did Jayden enter the premises of Swazi Place?
Yes, I think the reason why the security was seated outside, usually I just hit the router, he just pressed the button from inside his guardhouse. So I think the reason why he was seated outside is because of the gate mode was not working. That is why he stood up to open the gate, and Jayden, I saw him enter and he closed.
When Jayden entered Swazi Place, did he have his school bag with him?
He had his school bag with him and he was holding his jacket, tracksuit jacket.
Was that the last time you saw Jayden-Lee?
Yes.
How did you learn that there was something untoward going on the 13th of May 2025?
Can you repeat the question again?
How did you learn that Jayden was not at home?
Okay, at about 1735, 1740 that day.
Just give me the time again.
Between 1735 and 1740.
So,
Tabisen called Lerato. To say Tiffany is saying Jayden didn't arrive home.
did you make contact with Miss Meek?
Not at all.
After receiving the report that Jayden hasn't gone home, what did you do, sir?
I advise her to look for Jayden. There is another child that we transport called Lucy in the same transport. So they were closer with Jayden. I said she can just go and look for him by his friend Lucy.
When you say advise her, who are you referring to?
Tabisen called my wife.
Yes.
And then she said, can you please ask Mr. Kumalo that he has dropped Jayden? Because of Tiffany says Jayden didn't arrive. So I said, no, I did drop him. Then I said, can you please advise Tiffany to go and look for Jayden where his friend lives? Maybe he might be there.
So you advised your wife to relay that?
Yeah, to relay because of she was also on speaker.
Did you ever have any direct communication with the accused, Ms. Meek?
Not at all.
Sorry, I would just need to narrow it down. When I say you didn't have any communication with Ms. Meek during the afternoon of the 13th of May?
I didn't know Miss Meek. I didn't know Davisay. These three women had arrangement on their own. So she didn't have my number, I didn't have a phone number. I was just given orders to transport Jayden by my wife.
Is it correct, Mr. Khumalo, that during the evening of the 13th of May 2025, the police arrived at your premises?
It's true.
Why were they there?
Because of the disappearance of Jayden.
Was there anybody in the company of the police officers when they came to your premises?
Yeah, it was the first time I met Tiffany. She was introduced to me by the police and her mother.
Did you know Tiffany's mother?
I didn't know both of them.
What transpired when the accused and the police arrived at your premises?
I opened for them, they came in, I offered them a seat.
Can you remember what time of the night it was when they arrived?
Yeah, between 11:15 and 11:30 p.m.
Who else was at home with you?
It was me, my wife, and my daughter.
If I may ask, how old is your daughter?
She's 14 this year.
So you opened for the police and the accused and her mother. What transpired?
Okay, they told me that the child I transport by the name of Jayden-Lee Meek has disappeared.
Who told you that?
It's one of the officers. The only officer I remember it was Mr. Naidu. The other ones I don't remember their names.
Okay, the police informed you that Jayden has disappeared. What happened?
And they asked me if I dropped him today at his place.
Didn't you say?
And then they asked what time.
Yes.
I said between 15:15 and 15:30.
Sorry, just give me the time again.
15:15 and 15:30.
From the time when you pick up Jayden-Lee from school, how long does it take you to drive to Swazi Place, taking into account that you need to stop along the way to drop children off?
Yeah, I leave Royal at 2:30.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, with the delays on the road, like unforeseen traffic. Sometimes robots not working. Sometimes we get stopped by the metropolis to do the routine checks. It takes up to 30 minutes. But there is another delay that's causing, there is another thing that's causing delay.
Yes, sir.
It's not like I'm driving a taxi where I will drop off a child on the street. So what I usually do, I go to the gate.
To the gate.
Make sure that the gate is open, the child goes in, and the gate is closed behind the child.
Thank you, sir. So now you've explained to the police that you did drop Jayden off,
Yes.
and how, if any, did the accused react?
Come again?
How did the accused react when you said that you dropped him off?
When I said I dropped him off, she said, "You are the last person to be with my son. You know where my son is."
How was your demeanor at the time when she said that to you?
You know, she laughed a little, but that laugh, it was not that laugh that's normal laugh. She said,
Did anything else transpire?
Then the policeman asked another question.
Please continue.
He said, "Was Jayden the only child in the transport when you dropped him?"
And did you answer?
I said, "No, he was not."
Continue, sir.
I said, "Who was in the transport with Jayden?" I said, "There was another boy called Sihle."
Does Sishe stay in Swazi Place?
No, he stays in another complex. Can I give the complex name for Sihle?
Sorry?
The complex name where Sihle stays, can I give it?
You know?
Waters Edge Complex.
Thank you. Did anything else happen at your house?
One of the police that asked the question, that say, when he said, "Was Jayden the only child in the transport?" He looked around my house, my bedroom.
Continue.
The other bedroom, my daughter was sleeping in, so he just looked around. Not like like searching, just open the door to look around.
So they picked it there.
Yes. Then they asked for Sitle's address.
Except for saying to you that you know where her son is. Did Ms. Meek, the accused, say anything else to you?
Nothing else. At that time, nothing else.
So you just qualified your answer to say that at that time she said nothing else. Why did you qualify your question, your answer?
Come again?
You said that at that time the accused said nothing to you. Did she at another time say something to you?
There is something that she said on the following day in the morning, but she was not saying it to me.
How did you come to know that she said something about you?
The mother of the boy that we also transport there at Swazi Place was amongst the community when Jayden-Lee Meek was found in the morning. So she's the one that was, she communicated with us that this is what has been said.
Do you know the name of the person? The mother?
No, I don't know her name. Only Lerato knows her because they're in communication.
My Lord, I'm going to leave hearsay evidence at this point. I request that it be allowed provisionally so that we can call the mother of the child.
Mr. Razak.
My Lord, my colleague has qualified it to say provisional acceptance of the evidence. Under these circumstances, we can't really object.
Thank you. The next part of the evidence which the state wishes to read is tantamount to hearsay. There being no objection, therefore the court will allow the provisional admission of the hearsay evidence.
Thank you, my Lord. I'm indebted to the court. So what were you informed that the accused were telling about you?
On the morning, was it on the 14th when Jayden was found? The community has already gathered at Swazi Place. And they were very angry. So Tiffany said something there.
Please tell us what you were told.
She said, I blame the transport driver for what happened to my son.
Did this allegation have any impact on your business?
Yeah, damaged my business, man. It destroyed it. I lost an income.
So you destroyed what else?
I lost an income because parents put
Lost
on their
income.
kids from my transport.
When you say you lost an income, did the parents stop using your business?
Yeah, they stopped using my business.
Did this allegation have any impact on other family members of yours?
Yeah, family members turned their backs on us. My wife was also stressing as well because she's the one that arranged this, and now we are here.
Other than losing business, did it also have an effect on you in other respects?
Yes. My daughter was bullied in school. And I feared for my life.
What made you to fear for your life, sir?
When I was driving around with my beautiful white microbus, they will point it out and say, this is the car that killed Jayden.
So you just repeat that?
When I was driving around with my beautiful white microbus, people will point it and say, that is the white microbus that killed Jayden.
What was the question again, Ms. Ruby?
I asked the witness why he said he feared for his life.
And can I also add on that?
So 1 second, wait, let me just ask you. Did you say beautiful microbus?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it sounded beautiful white.
you wanted to say something else?
Yes, on that last statement, when she said that she blames the transport driver for what happened to her son, amongst the community members, there was a woman, I don't know that woman, I've never met that woman. She said, no, I saw the white microbus drop Jayden. I was coming from my car in the parking lot. So that woman saved my life, because if it was not for her, the community could have visited my house and I wouldn't be here today testifying.
Did the people using your transport for their children know where you reside?
Yes.
So what was the question?
Did the people, the parents whose children he transported, know where he resides? So you regarded the threat as a real threat on your life?
Yes.
Did this allegation affect the way that you interacted with people?
It was very tough. No one wanted to be my friend that last year.
Have your business recovered as of now?
Not as it was. It's slowly recovering, but it's not where it was before this thing happened.
When did you learn that Jayden-Lee has been found and that he has passed away?
On the 14th in the morning, about after 7 a.m., after we dropped off the kids.
Yes.
That boy, that Lerato transport at Swazi Place, she phoned Lerato.
The mother?
The mother, yes. That's Mpoya Shu. Is that Umpulusi's mother? Yes, his name's.
What's his name?
The boy's name is Umpulusi.
Mampulusi.
Yeah, Umpulusi. That's his mother. I don't know the mother's name. She called Lerato. She said, said, we have found Jayden by the stairs. And she said, no one has Tiffany's phone number. Amongst us. She said, please call Tiffany or give us her number. And then immediately Rato called Tiffany at that moment. It rang unanswered. She didn't answer the call.
Were you in your wife's presence?
Yes, I was with her.
What happened after you couldn't get hold of this?
Immediately, she was about to forward the phone numbers to Ompulusi's mother because of, she said she would request a number. You can call Tiffany or give us a number. So after it dropped because of the ring and answer, she was about to forward Tiffany's number to that mother at Swazi Place. Then immediately Tiffany called back. Can I continue?
Continue, yes, please.
Then when she called back, she shouted at the radio.
Was the phone on speakerphone?
Yes.
What did she say to your wife?
She said, how do you know that my son was found on the stairs murdered? You are the killer. You killed my son.
She said, how do you know my son was found on the stairs?
Killed.
Yeah?
Murdered. She said, how do you know that my son was found murdered? You are the killer. You killed my son. And everything happened between the space of 3 to 5 minutes.
When the accused phoned back, did your wife have a chance to relay the
No,
message?
she dropped. When she was about to respond to say, hey, I received the message from Swazi Place. Your son has been found. She hung up.
So I just want to understand correctly. The accused phones back. Does your wife get a chance to say anything before the accused shouts at her?
When the call came in, remember it's got a caller ID. She said, "Hello, Tiffany." Then Tiffany shouted at her. Before she can even say, "I received the message that your son was found."
Did you have any other dealings with the accused after that phone call?
Not at all.
Thank you, my lord. I've got no further questions for you, please.
Thank you. Cross-examination, Mr. Rizal.
My lord, I note it's 1326. As you clarified it to be the long adjournment, we take the long adjournment now, or I am ready to proceed.
Generally what happens in the Republic of Cambridge, very seldom do we take a long adjournment.
Wait,
We just plod along,
wait, please.
if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Thank you.
My lord, I just need a brief moment just to consult
Yes,
with them.
you can speak to your client.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So I want to find out, as far as I understand, you a transport driver, then we have your wife, Larato, who happens to be the transport administrator, meaning she communicates with parents and so forth. Is that correct?
Not if she's the one that found children on her side. She communicates with them. If I'm the one that found children, she's not actually, we're doing the same job.
All right.
Yeah, so if I have children that I'm transporting and she's on that area, and I'll just say, please help me with my child.
Okay. Just listen to what I say. There's two aspects to transport. The one is the person who actually drives the vehicle, picks up children,
Yes.
and drops them off, right?
Okay?
And then the one aspect is obviously to get fees in, to liaise with parents. If parents say, my kid's not coming today, that aspect of your business, that was held by your wife, is that correct? The administration part of your business,
No, we all transport small kids.
all right? Let me try and see if I can make it clearer. You said that you wouldn't liaise with parents directly, is that correct?
Which parents?
Parents that use your transport,
I didn't say that.
all right? So there's two aspects to a business. You can understand your business. One is the driving of the vehicle,
Yes.
right? And obviously there's one aspect to your business, meaning talking to parents, getting monies from them and so forth. You agree there's two aspects to your business?
No, we all drive the cars. There's no two aspects.
So maybe I get you wrong. Your wife took care of driving as well as the administration part of your business.
I also do the same that she does.
All right. So you also speak with parents and so forth.
Exactly.
If I understood him correctly, Mr. Razak, I think he said that where his wife had enlisted those children, she then is responsible for communicating with those parents. And where he was involved in enlisting those children, he would be then responsible
Yes.
for communicating with those children.
It's not really a contentious issue, but I just wanted to clarify certain things.
Okay.
Now, in relation to Jayden, the accused indicates that your wife was the one who was doing the administration part for Jayden. She would communicate with Tiffany. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Now, we've been having difficulty in relation to times when the child was actually dropped off. Okay? You say the child was dropped off around 15:15. Is that correct?
Between 15:15 and 15:30.
All right. Now, in the same breath, there was a policewoman. Her surname was Nkoveni. She came and told the court that you had told her that the child was dropped off, not at 15:15, but 16:30. Is that what you told her?
I'm the one that transports the children.
Yes.
She's not the one that transports the children.
No?
At 4:30, I'm already home watching cartoons with my kids.
All right. I'm not being combative with you. I just need to ask you some questions, and these aren't even contentious questions. I'm saying, Ms. Nkoveni told us that you had informed her that the child came back at 16:30. What's your comment on that?
No, it's not the truth.
That's not correct.
No.
All right. Now, you would agree that if a parent's waiting for a minor child, the times are important. Every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes makes a difference.
Yes.
Do you agree with
Yes.
me? All right. Now, the accused indicates that she was frustrated because she indicates that she received two versions, one from Lerato and one from yourself. Just to get the times correctly, the accused indicated that Lerato indicated to Tiffany that the child was dropped off at 14:45, and she indicates that she spoke to you as well directly, and you said the child was dropped off at 1500 hours. There was that 15 minutes discrepancy which made her upset.
Tiffany, Tabiseng, Lerato, they made an arrangement about transportation of Jayden. I didn't know Tiffany. I didn't have a phone number. She didn't have my phone number. That is why when Jayden was missing, the person that called Lerato is in Tabiseng. She didn't call me because they didn't have my number. So it's not the truth that I called Tiffany. I didn't know her. I didn't know her phone number.
My lord, may I just take one instruction? All right. I just may have made a mistake. She did not speak to you directly, but there was a communication from Lerato that you said the child had been dropped off at 1500 hours. Did you ever communicate the times to either Lerato or Tabiseng?
I said I dropped off Jayden 2 hours ago, whereby Tabiseng called between 17:35 and 17:40. Then I said, no, don't worry, I dropped him 2 hours ago. The times for 15:15 and 15:30, that's when I told the police that came to my house to ask me, what time did I drop off Jayden? I didn't tell anyone those times between Tabiseng and Tiffany.
The accused person indicates that she received two different times. one from Lerato herself, and one from, and the communication, she said there was a communication from you that said that the child was dropped off at 1500 hours.
My communication was 15:15 and 15:30.
All right. Then you indicated that when you dropped off the minor child, the gate was not working, and that's the reason why the security guard was sitting in front of the gate. Is that correct?
Yeah, usually I'll put there and then he'll open the gate with a remote. Sometimes I don't even see him, I just see the gate open.
Sure.
I know that it's working. But that day he was seated outside, so he opened it manually.
All right. And how many times would you say you dropped off Jayden in his lifetime?
You see, I think this was a temporary arrangement
Yes.
between Tabiseng and Lerato because of Tabiseng's car broke down.
Yes.
And she said, for this month, can you please help me with Jayden? I think it was the third week going towards the fourth week. Yeah, I was transporting Jayden. It was not a long time.
All right. The accused indicated or indicates that two things made her uncomfortable, whether rightly or wrongly. Today I understand that you were not responsible for the death of Jayden-Lee, right? But at the time, the mother may have perceived it to be that way, right? So put yourself in her shoes at the time, okay? Few things made her uncomfortable. Firstly, that there was a new transport driver. It was you, and she was used to a previous transport driver. Is that correct?
The new transport driver that was communicated upon.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't just show up.
Yes.
They had a meeting, they had an arrangement, and then they came with the cars. They showed that these are the cars that we're using.
Yes.
And then if it's not Lerato, will be transported by Mr. Kuman.
Yes. But like I said, rightly or wrongly, she felt that there were multiple transport drivers and that made her feel uncomfortable. Can you understand her point of view?
I don't think I can understand because of she's part of the arrangement from changing the transport from Tabiseng to us.
All right, we'll leave that for argument. And the second thing that made her feel uncomfortable is that she said Lerato gave her one time, and the time communicated by you through Tabiseng and Lerato was a different time. So according to what she understood, there was two different times given to her. Can you understand that?
I don't know what time Tabiseng and Lerato gave to her because I'm the one that dropped off Jayden that afternoon.
Yes. But you said you didn't communicate with her directly. So she had to receive information through Lerato.
Exactly. I never communicated with her directly. I don't know what times did Tabiseng communicate.
Sure.
But I know the times that I dropped Jayden on.
My point is quite simple, that through the communication, through multiple people, there may have been a miscommunication on the time, and that made her upset.
Okay.
The miscommunication made her upset. I'm not impugning that you have said one thing or another.
All
You
right.
understand?
Okay, I understand.
All right. Now, you said you dropped off the child several times, I would assume in 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
is that
2
correct?
3 weeks, they're going towards a month, yes.
All right. And then the prosecutor asked you that describe the gate, and you described the main gate, and you said there was no pedestrian gate. Is that correct?
Yeah, that gate it opens and closes. There's no gate whereby you see pedestrian people going in. That's how I saw it.
All right. Now, the accused person says there is a pedestrian gate, and if you disagree with me, we've got photographs to that effect. What's your communication, or what's your version there?
As I was transporting Jayden and dropping him off, I've never seen him walking through a pedestrian gate. The gate was opening, that is opening for a car, and closing, that is it is closing for a car. I've never seen him like going inside the gate that was closed.
The question I put to you, I asked you, was there a pedestrian gate, and you said no. Do you agree?
I didn't say no. I said there was no pedestrian gate at all that was opening. It's the big gate that was opening.
We can play back the recording. As far as I understand that.
The question was, you said there was only one main gate, no pedestrian gate. His answer was yes.
Yes.
That's how I saw it.
Exactly. So I've never seen Jayden going through a pedestrian gate. It was opening, that is opening for the car and closing. If there was a pedestrian gate, maybe I was not used to it. I've never seen him
All right.
going through it.
And clearly, is there a pedestrian gate or not?
I'm not sure.
My point here is quite simply that when you're doing something every day, you're dropping a child off every day, subconsciously you're not taking notes of each and every aspect of the road, of the gate, of the house, of the security guard's uniform, of his shoes. You agree with me? When you're driving, there's certain things you must, these are not big things to you, it doesn't come to your mind, such as the pedestrian gate and so forth. You agree with me? Or do you take note of every aspect of your journey?
Are you referring to the pedestrian gate?
You know, my point is, in an everyday drive, you're driving from one place to the next. You drop Jayden off. Whether there's a pedestrian gate or not, that's something that won't come to your mind. It's not something you specifically take note of. Is that correct?
Yes.
So to prove my point, in the same breath, did you know what the other child you were transporting, what uniform he was wearing?
The other child, you mean CJ?
Yes.
Yes.
What was he wearing?
He wears grey pants, white shirt, black jersey. Sometimes he wears a black blazer. And a black tie.
All right. Sikle goes to which school?
Florida High School.
All right. One of the charges that the accused person is facing is crimen injuria, means you've impaired the dignity of a person. You understand that?
Yes.
So you said it was communicated to you. It wasn't said to you. It was communicated by another person. What did Tiffany say to the other person that was narrated to you?
You mean the following day?
Yes.
Yes, it was not communicated. It was communicated to me
Yes.
about what she said.
Yes, correct. What did that person say that you said about you?
She said, I blame the transport driver for what happened to my son.
And who told that to you?
It's the boy, and his name is Ompulusi's mother. We were also transporting him at Swazi Place. So she was amongst the people that discovered Jayden in the morning.
But on the 13th of May 2025, this child wasn't at school, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, he didn't go to school. They said he was sick, yes.
That's conclusive.
Yes. Okay. I just want to establish, you say that when was this remark made about you? On the 14th?
On the 14th in the morning, few minutes after Jayden was found. After 7 a.m. first of
All right. I just want to clarify certain aspects on that. The accused person indicates that Larato called her, and Larato was the one that informed her to come with an ambulance to Swazi's place as they had found her child. What's your version?
While Renato was speaking to her, wanted to explain, she dropped because she was the one shouting.
All right. The accused person indicates she just received news that a child was found. She had no time to still dispute with Larato. All was communicated with her was that please come to Swazi's place, your child has been found, and that was the entire sum of the conversation between Lerato and herself. That's her version. What's your comment?
The thing I've been asking myself since that in the space of between 3 and 5 minutes when she called back, at Swazi place, they didn't know her phone number.
No, my question is, her version is she didn't say or fight or criticize Lerato at all at that point in time. There was no time for that. Lerato explained to her that your child has been found, come to Swazi place with an ambulance. That was the full exchange between Lerato and the accused. What's your comment?
No, it was not like that. I didn't hear that. I was next to her.
You on speakerphone?
Yes.
All right. That's where you and the accused will differ. The accused person indicates she had no time to quarrel with anyone because her primary focus was going to Swazi place. That's her version.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a quarrel or what, but the voice was loud.
She also indicates that when she arrived at the place of scene where a minor child had passed away, she likewise had no time to still inform people that you were the one who caused the death of a child or you were responsible. She says that was the last thing going through her mind at that point in time. What's your comment on that?
I wasn't there. I was informed that when she found out that her child is there, that's the thing that she said amongst the people that have gathered.
Yes.
Yes. So I cannot say it is true or what, but they told me that.
Her version was when she saw the minor child, she immediately wanted to take the child away and rush the child to hospital. She had no time to still have a sermon with the people around and communicate what had happened to the child. She only came there and they rushed the child to the hospital. That's her version.
Okay.
All right. Now, in relation to the uniform, so essentially I wanted to get two things from this engagement between the two of us. One is the times and one is the uniform. The accused person indicates that this incident, where a child went missing was the 13th of May 2026 or 25. Can you comment on that?
13th of May 2025.
Yes.
That was last year.
Yes.
Yes.
Where the child was missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the day where you picked up the child and dropped the child off.
That's when I dropped the child in the afternoon.
The accused person indicates that she was the one that dressed the child on the morning on the 13th of May 2025. And she indicates the child was wearing a grey pants and a white shirt and black khakis.
No. He was wearing red tracksuits in the afternoon
Yes.
when I dropped him.
Yes. So the accused person indicates she doesn't know why your version is that he was wearing a school tracksuit, whereas she was the one who personally dressed him and he was wearing a school uniform, not a school tracksuit.
She was wearing a red jacket and a tracksuit pants when I dropped him in the afternoon. I don't know if maybe he changed in school, I don't know about that, but he was wearing red tracksuits.
She also denies, being the accused, she also denies that she ever called you the killer of the minor child. What's your comment on that?
On the 14th of May in the morning when the boy was found, I was informed she said that she blames me to be a killer of Jayden. That's all I know.
She says that at the most, not on the 14th, but when she was interviewed later, that she says that you were the last person to see the child, and she maintained that you had information. Whether it was right or wrong, that was her view, because she says you were the last person to see Jayden. That was her view. What's your comment on that?
She did say that I was the last person to be with the child.
So that was what she said. She said you were the last person. You may have had information. That was her version, and that was what she thought at the time. But she denies ever calling you a killer. What's your comment on that?
I was not there. I was told. That's all I know. That she said she placed me for killing a child.
All right. So before me and you get into a debate, we can park there. The relevant person who said they heard this will come and testify. You agree?
Yes.
Now just one last question. You indicated that Jayden was wearing a school tracksuit and his jacket was on his arm. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was always carrying his jacket. He was always holding his jacket.
All right. My Lord, may I just take an instruction from my instructing attorney? My Lord, I just like my colleague, Ms. Pretz, to give me a statement of Mr. Kumalo. There's one aspect I'd like to clarify on the statement. Sir, do you see the document in front of you? Do you know what that is?
It's my statement.
Yes. Did you give a statement to the police?
Yes, I did.
And then did you write the statement, or did the policeman write the statement for you?
I was saying it and he was writing with his handwriting.
All right. And then thereafter, did he read the statement back to you?
Yes.
And you were happy with the contents of the statement?
Yes. That's why I signed it.
That was my next question. Did you sign the statement?
Yeah.
All right. My Lord, if it pleases you, might I just ask one aspect on the statement?
Ms. Smith, the
satisfied.
agreement that the proper basis has been laid.
I still submit the proper basis
Yes,
to me.
yes, you will continue.
Thank you.
All right. The reason why I asked you about the pedestrian gate and why you didn't notice the pedestrian gate, because to me, it's not a big thing. People don't recall every aspect of daily life. I perhaps won't have recalled there's a chair in the corner. It's not something that by human nature we recall. That's the reason why I asked you about the pedestrian gate, right?
Okay.
My further submission to you is that likewise, to record the uniform of someone is not a daily occurrence. You won't particularly look at the child every single day and record his uniform. What's your comment on that?
I've been transporting kids for 6 years. I know what they are wearing on a sports day. I know what they are wearing on a normal day.
All right.
You asked me about security was wearing, I told you.
All right. And when was the deceased Jayden's sports day?
The Royal College Sports Day, I didn't know it. Yeah, I didn't know, was it on Tuesday or Thursday? I didn't have an idea because of it was 3 weeks while transporting him.
All right.
So I was not familiar with the days.
The teacher came and the teacher confirmed that sports day was on a Wednesday and that Tuesday was a uniform day. That's what she said. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. That's why I said I didn't know there's sports games and stuff like that.
No, I'm not
Do you want
criticizing.
to put to him,
Yes.
refer to him what the teacher said?
Yes, I will. I will, my lord. The teacher said that Tuesday was a uniform day, meaning pants, shirt, and Wednesday was a sports day. That's what the teacher told us, and I'm putting to you that.
No,
No,
you need to go one further. What did the teacher say that the deceased was wearing on the Tuesday?
The teacher indicated that the child was wearing his sports clothes, a red sports.
A
Tracksuit,
tracksuit,
yes.
top and pants.
Yes,
So it confirms what the witness is saying.
yes, yes. But where we are in dispute is that the minor child says, sorry, the accused says that the minor child was wearing a pants and shirt because she's the one physically dressed in.
He was wearing red tracksuits when I dropped him in the afternoon.
All right. So you say specifically you noticed the red tracksuit, and more importantly, you noticed the jacket hanging.
He's always holding his jacket. I don't know what time was he wearing this jacket, because all the time when I fetch him, he's holding his jacket.
I don't want to get into a further dispute. You confirm, according to you, that the child was having his jacket on his arm. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Can you see paragraph 4 of your statement there?
Yeah, yes.
All right. I'll read for you. It says there, Jayden, when I dropped him off at the main gate of Swazi's place, he was wearing a red tracksuit top and red tracksuit trouser and black school shoes. When I dropped him at his gate, Sikle was there. I'll just read until there, right?
Okay.
Right. Then in your statement, why didn't you mention that he was wearing the tracksuit pants but having the jacket on his arm? You just say he was wearing a red tracksuit top and red tracksuit trouser.
Yes, that's the question they asked me. They didn't ask me whether he was holding it or wearing it. They said, what was he wearing? I said he was wearing red tracksuits.
And you didn't think it prudent to say he was wearing a red tracksuit but he had the top in his hand.
Nobody asked me that.
My lord, I'll leave that for argument. Thank you, sir. I thank you for your time. No further questions.
Oh, we done.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I want to hand over.
Oh, okay. You want to hand that exhibit in?
Yes, ma'am. Might be permitted to end up saying.
What is the exhibit number?
Exhibit J, my lord.
What's any re-examination?
Thank you, my lord. With regards to being called the killer, I just want to reiterate, when the accused called back on the morning of the 14th of May 2025, she did make that allegation,
Yes, to the right.
and you heard that.
I had
And you never directly spoke to the accused.
no.
Thank you, my lord. No further questions.
Honor, thank you so much, sir, for your attendance at court. You are now excused.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good. Ms. Fritz, you had indicated that there was an aspect that you wanted to canvass with the court,
Yes.
which you spoke to the court in chambers. Can we then just take a brief moment so that I can explain the parties and the representatives from the media?
Yes, please, my lord.
Shall we convene in court 14 quickly for that meeting and then come back again?
I suggest that's a good idea.
I'll meet you in court 14 immediately. Do not pass speaking, do not collect 200 rand.
Noted.
The court will take a short adjournment. I will see the members of the media quickly also. Mr. Razak, is it necessary?
Mr. Razak?
Is it necessary for your clients to be there? You want your client to be present, or you'll have to do with both of you?
We can confirm with her our discussions. She's aware of what the discussions were about here.
The court's going to take a very short adjournment. I'll meet the parties, members of the media in court 14. Thank you. Let's move.
Yes. Thank you, my Lord. My Lord, during the short adjournment this morning and the discussion between myself and counsel for the accused, it came to light that there may be some miscommunication, uncertainty as to which floor is called the ground floor, or whether everybody is referring to the Swazi place and the building, whether the people that are referring to the different floors are at idem as to which floor is called what. And it's important for the witnesses coming from here that we have clarity in this regard. Therefore, after discussion with myself and counsel, we think the best way forward is that we first approach the court and request inspection in loco to be held at Swazi Place to iron out these uncertainties before the next witness is called. I will, if the court...
Perhaps if I heard you correctly, when the approach was made to the court in chambers, that it was important that this inspection local be conducted before the witness comes and testifies. Am I right?
That's correct.
Otherwise, it's going to be an exercise in futility.
Exactly.
Okay, you have a date?
My Lord, yes, but there's a but. We were wondering if the court can maybe assist on Monday the 31st, because then Mr. Weingard is back from his engagement in Durban. But I also know the court is back in Johannesburg on that day, so...
So on Monday the 31st of August 2026, this court is involved in a full court appeal. And after the full court appeal, it will then have to proceed with the next round. So Monday is going to be a bit of a challenge.
Okay. My Lord, then Friday the 28th?
How about the 27th?
Except that we have Kaba that morning.
Seated Kaba, yes. But
at the
remember,
court
we've also got Marlo Kaba Christoforo with BL and Rodella reconstruction. I think we'd rather get this thing over and done, let's say 8:30 in the morning.
Yes.
You see this?
My Lord, I am engaged in another court on the 27th. However, if it's a court directive, I can ask one of my colleagues to stand the matter down in the other court. I can't foresee that if we start 8:30, it will be longer than 11, and perhaps we can hear the matter in the other court at 11. So,
Which other court is it going to be?
It's going to be the Poisson's Magistrates Court. So what I can do is I can get a colleague to stand in for me and tell the magistrate just to stand the matter down until 11. And we can proceed thereafter. It's a partly heard domestic violence hearing.
Do you want to try the 26th?
I'm available.
The 26th, it's the first day of the reconstruction. But I think if we can just go and we can deal with this aspect, at least get this
I will communicate with the court, but I should be able by Friday to at least tell the court, yeah or nay, for Wednesday next week, whether...
I'm going to just go to next week. Where does he have to stay? Is he investigating officer here?
He is outside.
Okay. It's fresh from the north face. Would you be able to next week, Wednesday, make arrangements for the accused to be transported at 8:30 in the morning for an inspection in loco?
Yes, I can make arrangements with the president.
Thank you so much for that. Then I think we should be good to go. All right. Thank you, may rise. Yes, this is an application by the parties for an inspection loco regarding certain aspects that the parties determined and have deemed important relating to the surrounding buildings at Swazi Place and the proximity of certain areas that they believe are important for the court to have sight of. And it was a matter that was discussed during the short adjournment earlier on today, having carefully considered the nature of the application and the purport of what the parties are intending to show to this court, it is the considered view of this court that there is merit in such an application, and accordingly, the application for the inspection in loco to be held at Swazi Place, Vryhof, is hereby granted. In the circumstances must meet, your matter then is postponed back to the High Court of South Africa, Gauteng Division, Johannesburg, sitting here the Magistrates Court, Farmers DC 13, to Wednesday, the 26th day of August 2026 at 09:30 or soon thereafter, the matter shall be heard for the inspection in loco. So essentially what will happen, the inspection in loco shall take place at 08:30 at Swazi Place in Vryhof, and once that inspection is completed, we will then return here to the High Court, and the matter will then be dealt with in the ordinary course. The investigating officer is here. He will make the necessary arrangements to have you transported for the inspection in loco and then to return here to the High Court. Good. You are in custody. You shall remain in custody until then. Thank you so much. Good. That is the order of the court. Thank you so much to the parties.
Thank you, my lord. I'm indeed.
Before the next matter is called, I'm just going to give the members. No. The members of the media are not going to leave my floor. Mr. Basaki, you, the attorney, and Ms. Fritz, you are welcome to leave. Ms. Marule and Mr. Bekana, the floor is yours. You can invite Mr. Monarega as well. Thank you so much, Council.